Dad, what does it mean for a woman to submit to a man?
So it's a very controversial topic, Maria, okay? Because women like to do things their own way nowadays, and they don't want to submit to a man because they think that makes them lesser of a woman to submit to a man. Men are like an umbrella, and the world is like a thunderstorm. And women can either go out into the thunderstorm and get completely soaked and drenched, or
Under the umbrella?
what?
Or they can go under the umbrella?
Exactly, or they can go under the umbrella. What a lot of women have a hard time realizing is that that umbrella is only useful to cover and protect her from the storm if she holds it up, right? So if a woman wants to be protected by the covering of a man, she has to then submit underneath his covering and protection. But some women have a hard time with ego and pride that they don't want to be underneath another man. But what they fail to realize is that the umbrella can't be used for its intended purpose without the woman holding
The umbrella?
correct. What good does an umbrella do if you just hold it out to the side?
Nothing.
Nothing, exactly. But so many women want to be equal to men. They don't want to be underneath men, that they hold the umbrella out to the side, wondering why they keep getting drenched in the storm. But the way to be protected by the covering is to submit to being underneath it. Does that mean that the woman is less? No, it doesn't. Because guess what? The umbrella can't do its job without the support of the woman. Right? So men need women to support us so that we can cover them and protect them from storms. Here's the caveat to that. Men have to be full of integrity. Otherwise, even if a woman holds that umbrella up, she's still going to get drenched by the holes in the umbrella.
Oh my gosh, give this man a podcast. The way that he just explained such a controversial topic was brilliant. This is precisely why our children need their fathers, because this lesson from her father, not just any man, but her father, is going to be a core memory for her when it comes time to choose a partner. He not only explained the woman's purpose, but the man's purpose as well, letting her know that not every umbrella is safe to carry through the storm.
If you asked her to change, would she have done it right now?
Yeah, she would have, yes.
If he says he doesn't like the outfit, he wants you to change, before you guys came out tonight, what would your response be?
I changed the outfit
Why would you change the outfit?
because it's respectful.
Okay, so what do you think about women that call guys insecure for saying something along those lines?
I don't think it's insecurity. I think it's borderline respect if you're trying to get into a serious relationship. Because who are you showing off for? You know what I mean?
See, that's why I'm dating her.
That right there is a good one. And he or she better not fuck it up. Being in a relationship requires sacrifice, and if you're not willing to sacrifice something as simple as your attire, then you shouldn't be in a relationship. It's not controlling, it's respectful. A man doesn't want the image of his woman to be promiscuous. If you was a school teacher and the principal saw videos of you twerking in a club, do you think they still want you at that school? Men are territorial, and women should cherish that instead of shaming it. Take pride that your man wants you to be safe, secure, and respected. And respect yourself enough not to portray yourself as a sex symbol unless it's in the company of your man.
So you like when I have fun, right? But you just don't like when I'm having fun and you not there. You don't think that's some hating shit, like just a little bit? So let me get this straight. You hungry. You want food. I ask you what food you want and I go get it. You find out I ain't get no food for myself because I'm not hungry. And now you not hungry? That's what you telling me? You ain't talked to me all fucking day. And now I find out it's because you had a dream that I was cheating? So you got mad at something your brain made up, and now you putting that on me? Did you just say if you pay for something in cash, it's technically free because you never saw the money leave your bank account? Oh, we never getting out the hood. Okay, so you miss me. And instead of calling me, texting me, letting me know you miss me, you catch an attitude. Now I'm sitting here trying to figure out why you got an attitude. Now I'm getting tight. You find out I'm tight, so now you tight that I'm tight because you tight, and I don't know why. Whole time you tight because you miss me. That don't make no sense. You blocked my barber like 50 times on my phone because you don't like when I call him to get a haircut. But when you want your hair done, you ask me to pay for it so you can go outside and have fun. Am I your slave? You want me to have money, right? You don't want me to be broke. You want me to have some money so I could spend some money on you, right? How the hell am I gonna get some money when you want me to hang out with you all day, every day? Where am I gonna find the time to get some fucking money? You come to me with problems. And then you get mad at me for finding solutions? Isn't that the whole reason you brought the problem to me? You be wanting me to do certain shit for you. But you don't want to have to tell me to do this shit. Because if you have to tell me, you don't want me to do it no more. But how am I supposed to know what you want me to do if you don't ever fucking tell me? I want you to go get me a soda. I'm going to tell you. Yo, can you go get me a soda? I'm not going to. Go get me a soda. Go get me a soda. You see how that don't make no sense? All I'm saying is, You preach communication and all that, but you get mad and then stop talking to me. Now I gotta beg you to tell me why you mad at me. I don't want to beg for that. I want you to tell me why you mad so I can beg for forgiveness. Okay, let's get this show on the road.
I think all men that's been in relationships have experienced at least one of these childish behaviors. When we play the game, watch a show, or laugh a little too hard for y'all liking, it can't be that funny. Or you don't want to spend time with me, and y'all be killing the vibes. And I know y'all think it's cute, but respectfully, it's obnoxious as hell. And why I gotta eat so you can eat? That shit never made sense to me. And I swear, if you touch my food after saying you ain't hungry, I'm biting your fingers. If you want to be a child, then with me is not where you belong. Cut the bullshit. Y'all grown as fuck wanting little girl treatment, but also want to be treated like a woman. Grow up.
Only men can do this.
Only men can do what? I feel like that's rude. There's nothing that men can do that women can't do. If anything, women do it better. But whatever. Are you down to like go get a coffee soon? Ow! Ow! You need to stop. But no, I'm kind of hungry. I'm feeling like a breakfast sandwich. What do you mean only men can do? I feel like that's crazy of you to say. So you think I can't do anything after you just told me how proud you were of me? Whatever. Are you hungry though? Or should we get like actual food instead of like coffee? Because I'm feeling that. We should go to the mall. I've been wanting a new pair of shoes though. Seriously. Wait, what did you say earlier that only men can do? That women can't? You said? Babe? Did I say something? Are you mad now? I didn't even do anything. You're just being petty. Whatever. Babe, seriously. No, seriously.
Brother, if you need help, just blink twice. Did you see what she did though? Let's talk about what she didn't do first. She didn't stop talking, even with his dead silence. Now what she did is what a lot of women like to do. She made up an entire scenario in her head by herself, saying it's rude and crazy of him to say something like that when she doesn't even know what he was talking about. It was just the fact that he said a woman couldn't do whatever, getting herself upset, and then call him petty when all the reasons she had were drawn from her own yapping. I'm not even gonna shed light on the "if anything, women do it better" statement she made. Like I said, bro, just blink twice.
Whoever said men love when women shoot their shot is a damn lie. Because I slid into some men's DMs and I let him know he was handsome. And I told him, like, you know, you're handsome and I might just let you take me to lunch. And he gonna leave me on red.
I bet the fuck he did leave you on red. It ain't no way y'all don't be thinking before y'all say shit, G. You really DM'd that man and said that shit and you expected a response? Hey, I ain't gonna lie. I wish a woman would, gang. If a woman ever DM me and say, hey, you handsome, I just might let you spend your money on me. What the fuck do I look like? Is this something on my forehead? Do it say goofy? You get the fuck on, nigga. I'ma leave you on red too. How dare you volunteer my money and I don't fucking know you? Nigga, if you don't get the fuck out my pockets, stranger. I swear, G, we gotta start thinking before we do shit, G. That wasn't a smart move. That wasn't a good route to go. That was a bad shot. Terrible shot attempt. Call your ass Tony Snell. Your ass Denzel Valentine. You gotta get better. What's next? You might let me pay your rent.
Men used to love when women shot their shot because it made us feel wanted for a change. And it made things a lot easier because it's hard to tell when y'all want us to approach or when we should approach. Now men like it because the shit is just hilarious. Y'all have zero game. And now y'all finding out how hard it is just to talk to a stranger you think is attractive and how it feels to be rejected by said attractive stranger.
Women and men cannot be friends, okay? If you are somebody who eventually wants to get married, which is most of the population, you cannot have a good friend or a best friend, especially, of the opposite sex. Because here's the thing, okay? Let's say you're a woman and your best friend is a guy. Eventually, one of you is going to catch feelings. It just happens, let's be real. It never works because one person catches feelings and the other person does not have those same feelings, or both people catch feelings and they actually end up dating instead of just being friends. The other reality is that whoever you marry becomes your best friend. How odd would it be if, as a married woman, somebody asked me who my guy best friend was and I said another guy's name other than my husband? Like, no. My husband is my husband, but he is also my best friend and my partner for life. So yes, I have guy friends, but they were my husband's friends before they were my friends, and you would never catch me hanging out with them alone. You would never catch me, oh, let's just go grab coffee just as friends. No, I don't even text them individually. If I have to text one of my guy friends, I put my husband in a group chat with him. And that goes into my next point, that when you get married, the two become one. The two become one. So your friend groups conjoin. This is just a reality. It's the same thing in dating relationships. If you're dating a girl or if you're dating a guy and this girl has a guy best friend, no. Immediate red flag. If a guy has a girl best friend, no, like, go date her. No.
This woman needs a badge of honor. I firmly believe that people of the opposite sex can be platonic friends if they see each other or talk with each other on a normal basis. If they talk like once every 2 weeks or so, then yeah, I can see that, because there isn't much of a connection to be made with that much space. But like she said, your opposite sex best friend should be your partner, and if it isn't, I don't know what kind of relationship y'all got going on. And as I said earlier in the video, when you get into a relationship, you gotta be willing to sacrifice certain things in your relationship, just like you would sacrifice things for your job, your kids, or your loved ones. Relationships are built off mutual respect, trust, and companionship. A couple more things, but you get the idea.
Oh, thank you. Look at you, think you slick.
You ready for a good time?
Yeah, you gonna open the door for me?
I'm literally doing it right now.
Yeah, as you should. Thank you.
Oh.
What?
Let me check out something real quick.
Where you going?
Something in my spirit. Look at God.
I thought we was going to dinner. Hello, JB. Wow.
I know this is a skit, but it's based on a true story. Many stories. The entitlement has to go. Nobody is obligated to do anything for you, especially no stranger. I'm not saying men shouldn't do chivalrous acts, but sometimes, ladies, it's just best to be an observer. See if he gonna open the door for you. See if he gonna take your coat off. See if he gonna pull your chair up. Then you can start drawing conclusions, and if he forgets something or misses a step, don't be stale about it. Chances are the guy is just nervous. Nobody's perfect. But to the men out there, you know that first date is important, so you better be on your P's and Q's. There's a low chance for another date if you forget to open her door. That's on you. But what she said was like your mother telling you to wash the dishes when you just picked up the sponge.
So I'm on my way to the gym, and I have another message for modern women, right? If you are a modern woman and you do not want to stroke a man's ego, please remain single. Please remain single. Don't even get in a relationship with a man, right? Because there's too many women out here who are choosing to do the opposite. Instead of trying to build up a man and where you see his weaknesses are, you try to fill in the gaps or assist him in those areas so that he could be the best version of himself. What you guys are doing is you're doing the opposite. You're actually highlighting all of his weaknesses and making sure that you point it out to him every single day so that he can feel bad about himself. Women who highlight a man's weaknesses are disgusting. Y'all are nasty. Disgusting. The worst type of women. And I mean that. I don't know if you guys know, but let me just give you kind of like a one-on-one lesson about men. A man's ego is actually really, really important to him. Like it's like literally a second identity outside of him. So if you're not going to be the woman to stroke a man's ego, and you're not going to be the woman to uplift that man and build that man up, just be single. Just be single and allow another woman to do it. Y'all be wanting to be in relationships and want to be acting like this. Just disgusting. This is a public service announcement for sure.
Ladies, don't tell the men I said this. Stroking your man's ego is the best way to get him to do anything for you. If you don't make your man feel like he the best nigga that ever walked this earth, you're doing something wrong. Even if you know damn well he not. But making him feel that way is much more rewarding. Bruh, I would tell my girl she the most gorgeous person to ever set foot on this earth. Knowing damn well she not, but to me she is. And that's all that should matter. To you, he's the man, the top dog, a genius, if you will. Be his cheerleader. Fight to be his #1 fan. Because you know his #1 fan gonna be his mother if she's still present. Just letting y'all know. But be that man's drive. Because if he sees that you believe in him or still believe in him after he's made mistakes, he won't feel like he let you down. He's gonna do everything to make sure that your perception of him stays that way. But I'm gonna leave it right there. If you enjoyed the video and want to see more content like this, consider subscribing. Make sure you hit the like button before you leave. If there's anything you'd like me to react to, jot it down below. Let me get y'all feedback, thoughts, and comments. I'm out this joint.
oh, oh, oh.